Tell about the party.
We went to my buddy's party. Shout out Kushal. And he had hired a magician to come to the bar, and this guy just starts at like a crowded bar on Houston Street in New York City. This guy just starts whipping up magic tricks.
He
Flames. Yeah, he played for a magician to come to his birthday party. This is what I'm talking about when it's like my friend thought of the people attending the party.
Which was nice.
He had drinks for everyone. There was weed for everyone. There was food for everyone at this crowded bar and entertainment. This is a good party.
Yeah.
This is like, yeah, you go to somebody's birthday party if they're going to put in this effort.
It was great. And this magician came through. And I love magic because I don't know if I know, I've told the people listening, but the best experience I've ever had seeing a Broadway play was Criss Angel live on Broadway, which was truly the most amazing experience I've ever had.
Yeah, you started telling me about it. I couldn't even listen
at
the bar.
I've never been to a Broadway theater where people are standing up screaming, going, "You just blew my fucking mind," screaming.
In the theater.
I literally stood up.
How many Broadway shows have you seen?
Hell no. I've seen 30 Broadway plays.
And this
I've
is
seen
by
20
far...
musicals, like 10 legit, like just non-musical plays, right? This by far was the wildest I've ever seen Broadway. I've seen Lion King with I've seen Lion King with the puppets walking down the aisle. I've seen Cats where people crawled over the seats. Phantom, the chandelier fell from the ceiling. I've never seen a man fly across a Broadway theater in between ladders, in between hoops.
He was flying.
Criss Angel flew around a Broadway theater and people stood up screaming, I am a mind freak. Just screaming, mind freak. Just screaming. One woman literally showed her tits.
In the Criss Angel theater.
You tell me, Carousel. You tell me, funny girl. How many times are people flashing you or throwing underwear on the stage? Never. He is so intense. He comes out on Broadway, the same stage that Rodgers and Hammerstein wanted The Sound of Music to be performed.
Okay.
He comes out, takes about 10 razor blades, sticks them in his mouth, starts just cutting his mouth, pulls out a bucket, just starts hemorrhaging blood into a bucket, swallows the razor blades.
This grosses me out.
Swallows the razor blades and then takes a camera and sticks it down his throat to show that razor blades are in his belly.
And are people just cheering?
People are losing. I swear to God.
With the camera.
I saw a woman in a wheelchair stand.
You think it's the greatest show? A magician.
If a magician is done right, people
It's the best show on earth?
It might be the best thing on earth.
Is a good magician.
A good magician, you leave like you just went on a roller coaster, like a tilt-a-whirl. You go, I don't even know what's real anymore.
Yeah.
You hear a musician, you go, oh, that felt so good. I'm happy. Oh, that touched my heart. You see a good play, you go, wow, that evolution was beautiful of that character, right? Wow, they were so committed. A magician, you go, what the fuck is real?
Yeah, yeah.
If magicians make you question reality.
Yeah.
Plays make you question society.
Okay. What about comedy? Where does comedy fall in this music?
Comedy
plays?
makes you forget about what's happening.
Yeah, yeah.
It makes you realize that nothing matters.
Okay.
A little bit, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
People.
So magicians, when done right, you think take the stage of live performance over music, over acting, over comedy.
Anyway, so this magician comes to the bar, and I am excited because my experience with magicians is my socks are rocked.
No matter what, we're in for some entertainment.
Amazing. This guy comes in. First off, he pulled some string out of his mouth, and Robbie's holding this wet string.
Oh, that was gross.
But, so this guy starts pulling, he lights shit on fire, he starts pulling doves.
Out of the air.
Out of the air.
Yes.
Doves out of the air. And you pull a dove out of the air, people scream. You took a video of it.
Yeah, yeah.
And you post the video.
Yes. It was incredible. These people, so this guy lights something on fire and front facing to everybody in the audience, you see a big flame, and then he reaches behind his back and puts a dove out.
With the other hand.
With the other hand. But what the audience primarily sees is a flame, and then they see a bird when the flame goes away.
Everyone in the room screaming in awe.
Screaming.
In awe.
And I'm pretty far in the back of the room, so I like have to put my phone at a higher angle in order to get like the visual of this guy. I see he's like winding up to do a big trick. So from the angle that I was at, you see him light the flame, but then you could also see him reach behind his back.
Put his hand in a backpack.
Switch. And post this bird. And everyone, I post the picture. I'm like, oh, magician showed up. And I kind of outed this man's trick.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, it's not meant to be filmed. Magic isn't really meant to be filmed.
No.
From like other angles. It's all smoke and mirrors angles.
But here's the thing.
That's like part of it. Sleight of hand is angles.
Totally, but you didn't out his trick. He had a bird in one hand and fire in the other, and just switched.
Yeah. But the way it looks way more impressive, obviously.
Totally.
But everyone is just DMing me. This magician sucks. Worst trick. I was just like, at a bar. But also, what I realized, like, what to your point, bad magic, as long as you're committed, is better than all. The ceiling, I think, the floor is also higher than other forms of art too.
Yes.
Like bad comedy at that bar would have been extremely painful. To the point where somebody would be like, guy, fucking shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Even bad music. Somebody's trying to play live music and it's atrocious. Bad magic, as long as you're committed to it, we're having a good time, it's harmless.
I know. It was incredible. But this guy, like, he had a bunch of goldfish, right?
Yeah.
And he had a bunch of goldfish in the bowl. And they're good artists, but they're scumbags, right?
Yeah.
This guy was a through and true scumbag.
Yeah.
He's keeping 4 birds in a backpack.
Yeah.
He rolls up with a backpack filled with 4 doves.
Yes.
And 10 goldfish.
Yes.
4 doves, 10 goldfish in a backpack.
At a bar where like God's plan is bumping.
Yes.
You say, do you love me? That's all. Yeah, this is what the vibe is of this bar. It's like a hip hop kind of music that they're playing at this bar.
You can't
loud.
To get to the bathroom, you bump into 40 people.
Yes, yeah.
And the student has a backpack on filled with doves and goldfish.
Posts up to it. After he left, it was like bottle service. At the table. There was a bottle of tequila with mixers, and that was what was going on at this table. After this guy left.
And then I go, wow, that magician was awesome. That was fun. I look over at the table. He leaves 10 goldfish in a bowl at the table. Yeah. Every time he does that trick, he just leaves goldfish around the city.
Oh, he must have thousands of goldfish. Or a goldfish depot that he goes to.
He must go into Petco must go, what the fuck is this sicko doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on? This guy is he must have hundreds of goldfish at his house.
Yeah. It's great. I would love to go see a magic show.
I know. No. I say we get a magician on the pod.
On the pod? I'm down.
Because here's the thing. I don't know how to play it cool. If a magician's in front of me and they're blasting tricks.
Yeah.
I'm going to be screaming. I'm going to be having a good time. I should get ahead of it. I was the one who flashed Chris Angel. I should just be honest about it. I showed Chris Angel my tits. In high school, when I used to get coke from this guy, the brag, they go, this coke's man good. Chris Angel does the same coke.
Oh, really?
They used to be.
That's how you knew?
That
on Staten Island?
Because Chris Angel would be in AC. They go, yeah, Chris Angel does this blow. That was like a flex in Staten Island.
Like, was the idea that you could then do wild shit that he does?
I guess that, like,
or it's just like that's how good this is.
If it's good enough for the mind freak Chris Angel himself, it's good enough for me.
Yeah.
Anyways, but we didn't drink it all at the party.
No, it was
for
incredible.
all the people that are listening concerned,
which
we
was
didn't
nice.
Drink it all.